Hello children, today we are going to derive curved surface formula. Consider a curved surface separating two media of refractive indices n1 and n2. A point object is placed on the principal axis at a point O. The ray which travels along the principal axis passes through the pole is undeviated. The second ray, which forms an angle alpha with the principal axis, meet the interface at A. The angle of incidence is theta 1. The ray bends and passes through the second medium along the line AI. The angle of refraction is theta 2. The two refracted rays meet at I and the image is formed. Let the angle made by the second refracted ray with principal axis be gamma. The angle between the normal and principal axis be beta. In this figure, PO is object distance, which is denoted by small u, and PI is image distance, which is denoted by small v, and PC is radius of curvature, which denoted by capital R, and n1, n2 are refractive indices of two media respectively. In the triangle ACO, the exterior angle equals to sum of the interior angle, that is alpha plus beta. Therefore, exterior angle theta 1 is equals to sum of interior angles, that is alpha plus beta. Theta 1 is equal to alpha plus beta. Similarly, in triangle ACI, the exterior angle beta is equals to sum of the interior angles theta 2 and gamma. Therefore, beta is equals to theta 2 plus gamma. Therefore, beta minus gamma equals to theta 2. According to Snell's law, n1 sin theta 1 equals to n2 sin theta 2. Substituting the values of theta 1 and theta 2 in this equation, we get n1 sin alpha plus beta is equals to n2 sin beta minus gamma. If the rays which move very close to the principal axis are called paraxial rays, then the angles alpha, beta, gamma become very small. This approximation is called paraxial approximation. Then sin alpha plus beta becomes alpha plus beta, and sin beta minus gamma becomes beta minus gamma. Substituting these values in equation 1, we get n1 into alpha plus beta is equals to n2 into beta minus gamma. Therefore, n1 alpha plus n1 beta is equals to n2 beta minus n2 gamma, equation number 2. Since all angles are small, we can write tan alpha is equals to an by no is equals to alpha, tan beta is equals to an by nc equals to beta, tan gamma equals to an by ni equals to gamma. Substituting these values in equation 2, we get n1 an by no plus n1 an by nc is equals to n2 an by nc minus n2 an by ni. Consider it is equation number 3. As the rays move very close to the principal axis, the point N coincides with pole P. Therefore, Ni, NO and Nc can be replaced by Pi, PO, PC respectively. Substituting these values in equation 3, we get N1 by PO plus N1 by PC is equals to N2 by PC minus N2 by Pi. Therefore, N1 by PO plus N2 by Pi is equals to N2 minus N1 by PC. Consider it is equation number 4. Applying sign convention rules, then PO, that is object distance, equals to minus U, and Pi, that is image distance, equals to V, and PC, that is radius of curvature, equals to R. Substituting these values in equation 4, we get N2 by V minus N1 by U is equals to N2 minus N1 by R. This is curved surface formula. This is curved surface formula. For plane surfaces, the radius of curvature approaches infinity. The radius of curvature approaches infinity. Hence 1 by R becomes 0. Hence 1 by R becomes 0. So, from above equation, we get N2 by V minus N1 by U is equals to 0. Therefore, N2 by V is equals to N1 by U. So, this is the equation for the plane surfaces, and this is the equation for the curved surfaces. Thank you.